Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Wednesday the 12th of November 2025. So tech wrecked, crypto dumped, crude pumped and bonds bid on bad data. The irony of bond fears rising on a day bonds are closed is not lost on us. Yeah, yesterday it was Veterans Day, market closed, but obviously electronic market there. So the electronic market saw bonds move to the upside. Dollar sold on a poor ADP report while stocks see two-way trade, and also we have US stocks finished mostly higher after rebounding from early losses while dollar softened on a weak ADP report. So they must have released the ADP yesterday. Push for a year-end rally is overpowering bears. Whatever the risk confronts the markets, the downside looks protected by fiscal, monetary and retail support, with seasonal flows and buybacks adding to a positive mix. I don't see how buybacks are adding anything personally. It's again smoke and mirrors and a way of just inflating stock prices, but we'll look at the markets shortly and see how they're heading towards all-time highs and making new all-time highs. No news today, nothing at all. So tomorrow we go for the claimant count, don't we? Let's have a look at Thursday. We've got a claimant count somewhere in there. We've got US CPI tomorrow as well. Oh, there you go, the unemployment claims. And then, of course, what have we got? Let's have a look. It's amazing, actually. I didn't know the ADP was out yesterday. Let me just go back a moment here, because that was last week, wasn't it? ADP. Somewhere in here. So there was a week late for the ADP then. That one caught me off guard there. So, yeah. Because it's not non-farm payrolls this week. It's the CPI numbers. That's what's being released this week. So they must have released the ADP. It was in the article though, wasn't it? Yeah. US dollar sold on poor ADP report while stocks see two-way street. So the ADP report sees private employers shed jobs. 4 weeks ending 25th of October. Yeah, there you go. So it was released. So yeah, nothing for today. And we head then to the CPI numbers tomorrow, which they'll find some way of releasing important numbers. They did last month. They found a way to do that. Right, so let's move on, have a look at the markets and kick off with the Dow. So the Dow already heading to its all-time high of 48,049. As we saw in the news there, the rally continues. Santa's just turning up a bit late this year. We sailed straight through the resistance yesterday at 465. So it's a bit of a given today that we're likely to take out the all-time high. And there you can see it was just pumped to the upside, one-way bets, and now we're sitting at yesterday's high in the 30-minute chart there. The only market to not play catch-up is the German DAX. That remains in the doldrums. Every other market is heading to all-time highs or making all-time highs. Are we going to see the DAX play catch-up? Yesterday was a bit of a choppy one in the morning, but following the cue from the Dow in the US markets, prices just pumped all the way back up and took out the high, which is this high, for Monday. So moving to the upside at the moment. Wouldn't be surprised to see this actually play catch up. And in the S&P we have the all-time high just above here at 6921. And we've got the 89% retracement as well. We're just looking through the 78. So once again heading to the all-time highs for the S&P. A bit more choppy than the Dow. The Dow just had a bit of a sell-off and then moved higher. It took a moment or two to clear the selling out of the way, but once out of the way, the buying coming into the market, and then off we went there. Meanwhile, in the UK, we have a new all-time high overnight. There's no stopping the FT100, 9921. Are we going to 10,000 before we see a correction in this market, which probably coincide with Rachel's budget and then pull back thereafter. 30-minute chart, we saw a bit of a sell-off to begin with, and then off we went mid-morning. Well, actually it's the afternoon where the FT took off, with the US market dragging it higher there. Let's have a look at the US dollar. So the US dollar down for the last few days, sideways, and just finding a bit of buying coming into the market to try and move it to the upside there. Let's have a look at the impact and effect of this on the metals. Well, it's not having too much of an impact because silver is just about to take, or has taken out, yesterday's high. There was some supply coming into the market yesterday, and that's easily seen by the range of yesterday's bar being less than Monday's, but the volume was greater, so that creates some supply. So it looks like they've absorbed the sell orders coming into the market and now moving above the 62% retracement there. 30-minute chart, yes, it's just touched through the high of yesterday. Couldn't help themselves at lunchtime, could they? Absolutely not. Again, every time LBMA, down we go. It's all moving nice, fine and dandy. So again, you can expect the same today when that kicks off around 1 p.m. That's when you get the selling, and then you'll get it also at 2:30 p.m. as well. But once that had cleared out of the way, we had demand, we had some buying. We were at the close, the markets moved higher, had a bit more demand overnight as well, and that's now saw the price of silver moving to the upside. Meanwhile, gold's struggling a bit, as it can be seen there. It's sideways to lower. It's not taken out yesterday's high. You can see there we had a bit of a sharp move to the downside and on the overnight, but demand coming in and some new buying coming in there as well. So two demand bars, one at the S1, one at the low, and now moving back to the upside. Let's have a look at the gold-silver ratio. So in the gold-silver ratio, you can see there that it's moving to the downside. That's because gold is struggling to move higher at the moment. Right, let's have a quick look at yesterday's trades in the German DAX. So yesterday the market was sideways, and then the cash market opened and prices moved south, which you can see there down to the DP. We saw some buying coming into the market to hold prices at this level, which we did, and then unfortunately they came screaming back, didn't get 10 points under its belt as it started to move higher, but then we had a quick sell that moved down again to the support to the left, and there's a bit of volume there, but there was just no selling around as it was below the average. Market free to move around and move back to the upside. The stop being taken out of the last buy trade, but now we see the buying coming in at the previous lows, which with the net effect of course of moving the market back to the upside initially to the DP. We've got some more buying coming in, got this big spike and the green bar there as well. So I'm afraid it's curtains for this trade as the market starts to move up, which you can see there, and then the big buying comes in from the DP level, which you'd expect, all the way up to the 200 MA, where we then get a reversal of this, and prices then moving back down once they close convincingly below the DP there. And then we move along to the afternoon. The chart had frozen at this point, so you'll see it come back in just a second. So I'll just jump ahead there. So you can see in the afternoon, again the DP playing its part, the 200 MA also, and then prices moving to the upside there. And following the US markets, we had a potential short there, but unfortunately because of the momentum to the upside in the US, it was filled, and then the market reversed and moved up, which you can see there. Back to the close of Monday, where it struggled. We saw some selling coming in there. We tried to move higher, and then it just got sold into, and then prices sideways to higher, and then drifting to the downside there after the 4 p.m. cut off. One quick rally back up to the high using the momentum from the US markets there. So where are we overnight? Let's have a quick look. We've got a bit of support at yesterday's high. You can see that there, and you can also see this cluster of volume, which is a lot of volume for the time of the morning, and at the moment we're still above the 200 MA where we were. We're trying to stay above there, so it just depends what the volume is going to be. So at the moment we're above the high. Like I say, this market needs to play catch up with the rest of the indices and head back to the all-time highs that we saw earlier in the market alert. Right, that's it for this one. Let's see what happens today. There's no major economic news, so the market's going to have to make its own direction. It will also be interesting to see if silver is allowed to move back to the upside also. So with that, have a great day, and as ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.